Texas Longhorns headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Give to the single back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. We mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left. Have to worry about those you have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some key guys that had success in other programs, and I think the fans today, David, are interested to see how these guys play today.
Well, and how they come together, because you've seen these players in other spots, but now a new system, new coaches. How do you gel? How do you start your career off?
Season alley.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Nice way to knock that one down.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe, but this is where your eyes need to be all game long.
They kick it away on 4th down. Trying to get started. Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup with the defense.
Oh, he just held it. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. He turns that loose down the right side.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
Not a lot of room to make this catch. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Keeps it on the option. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a
foot in the ground. Stop playing pass. Come up and get him on the ground. Big 3rd down stop.
And that's not exactly the most advantageous situation as the ball is spotted at their own 40-yard line. The Longhorns head out hoping to move the ball on this possession. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Quick give. It's Henderson. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
There he goes. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Henderson. Driven back.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Escapes the pressure to his right. Got it. Oh, it's a fumble. That football must be ripped. To your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Trying to punch it in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Texas.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Rolls right. On the run, deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
And that's a really good play. That's a ball. That's thrown way down the field. A lot of time for me to do what? Get a little bit handsy, get my hands, force a PI. Stayed calm, did a nice job staying the course, got his hand on the football for the defense.
Looking long. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And so far, man, everything's been difficult for this offense. And credit to the defense. They've taken away all the easy stuff. The easy perimeter throws, the quick throws. Nice job playing fast, playing physical.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. In traffic, it's Coleman. Got room at the 35. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. And the Longhorns come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Manning on play action. Look out. Got him downfield. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
This is good news for the offense here because they've got their Heisman caliber receiver in a bit of a groove. Back-to-back catches. The defense has no answer for him. I would keep force-feeding him the football because he's catching fire right now.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He's going for the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Longhorn.
And he's in for a second touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down. He knows how to get in the end zone, and I love when you can run the football as you get closer to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Rush right in his face. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And so far, he looks a little bit rattled at the quarterback spot. Just not settled in, not fully comfortable. And you got to say the defense has done good, and they have taken away what they've wanted to do so far. But he's got to find some answers in this offense. Find some guys, find some matchups that he wants to exploit.
And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Wolverines want to move quickly. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
They'll run it. Got a little space. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. And the Wolverines are flying down the field. Here's Underwood to throw. Fires to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting it, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Here's Underwood. Here comes the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Great job by the defense. Finally got some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Fourth down, Underwood. Looking to the big tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wolverines!
As quarterbacks, you want to find your best matchup in these critical fourth downs. He found it and took a shot, and it paid off. Huge touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Wingo. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Here's Arch to throw. Finds his man. Breaks into the open. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Motion from the wideout. Looking for a crease. It's Edwards.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Manning with a play fake. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job in the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
Complete in the middle. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate.
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. Soft spot in the middle. Touchdown, Longhorn! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they can become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Under pressure. Out wide left, it's Buchanan. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He couldn't quite get loose on that return. He'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Hits inside. It's Henderson. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He rifles one deep down the middle. Touchdown, Texas! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And how about this offense? Man, they must have used fall camp perfectly. Coming out firing on all cylinders, smooth, in a rhythm. Great start to the year by this offense.
And they did tack on the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Underwood, intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Texas. Took it all the way back to the house. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Keeps it on the ground. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Long way to go on second down. Throwing, Underwood. Rushes on. Gets rid of it.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Oh, pressure's coming. He's got an open man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Wolverines moving quickly to the line.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Again, it's Underwood. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Third and long right here. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And we call his name again. This is the same guy. Remember, he had the defensive touchdown already. Now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, getting the sack. He's been all over the field today.
Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Wolverines send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And this one will be marked. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Arch Madness. Quickly out to the tight end. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Back to pass. It's Manning. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. His third down a little longer after that penalty.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Manning from the gun on third down. Going for the big play. Makes the grab at the 10. Touchdown, Longhorn. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
From deep, it's Stewart. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll run it. Stopped in the backfield as his defense doesn't want to let anything slip through here late in the half. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. The give to the back. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. We start with the Oklahoma State Cowboys taking on the Tulsa Golden Hurricane. And it's Oklahoma State who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season.
So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They keep it on the ground to open the third.
Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Straight ahead, it's Henderson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To throw, Manning. Right side, it's Wingo. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. On the run, it's Henderson. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. From the gun. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this...
Throwing Manning. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Trying to make magic with his feet.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
They're all over him. Breaks loose. No choice but to get rid of it, and it'll be 4th down.
I think that's an easy decision for the QB, too. It's 3rd and long. You're in field goal range. You've got an opportunity at 3 points. That play designed to try and get the first, but it's not there. Give the defense credit. Throw it away. Let's get the kicker out on the field.
He's got great speed. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. So So here comes the Michigan offense. Here's Underwood to throw. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
The running back has it. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Buying time to his right. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Michigan.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
He'll bring it out. It's Wingo. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. Uh-oh, look out. Got enough for the first down. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. To the ground. He's got it again. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Here's Manning to throw. Out wide right, it's Wingo. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Left side, it's Wingo. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
Bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
Man, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. He wants to go deep. Goes high to pull it in. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Look out. On the move and looking. He is sacked. way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. After the sack, they have their work cut out for them. Basically, they have to get it to the other side of town. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Wolverines want to crank the tempo. Just feeds the running back. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down decision. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on fourth. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. On the run, it's Edwards.
Yeah, and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Changing the routes with his receiver. Plows through the defense. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The run inside. It's Edwards. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Needs it. He's got enough for the first down. And they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. They're testing the right side here. Oh, he's got some space. He's now up to 83 yards rushing, and he's making his presence felt in this first game. 2nd down coming up. Manning. Rush right in his face. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Out wide left, it's Wingo. Makes the grab in their space. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. And the Longhorns have this offense rolling. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Shoots it to the left. Got his man. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. The Longhorns, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Here's Arch to throw. Here comes the heat. Fires on the move. Picked off, and he's got open room. Past the 50. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Nowhere to go.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion.
Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, the next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. After that kickoff, the medical staff is out there to tend to the injured player. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
Arch is going to throw for it. Right side, it's Henderson. Turning it on. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Longhorns come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Henderson. Running wide open down the gut of the field. The touchdown Texas. And once he found open space, the man might as well start playing.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. The handoff. At the 35, he's loose. There he goes. At the 30. Inside the... And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Michigan!
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success, because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes the Texas offense. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He's now up to 83 yards on the day, and the defense has been getting a steady diet of this dude on opening day.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Tackle is made at the 23. Let's call it a 5-yard pickup.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first.
He's going to fire deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He picks it up, still on his feet. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains.
Hey, man, I'm impressed. Not with the throw, not with the decision, but how the offense flew around after the interception, getting to the ball, David, and creating that fumble.
And I think the QB breathing a big sigh of relief. You thought you made a game-changing pick, but how about flying to the football, like you said, making the tackle, getting the football out, recovering it, and, you know, getting a first down. That's how you do it.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. The extra point, the lead is even bigger. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Going to the ground. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Underwood. He wants a big play here late. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard to see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough.
Going downfield for the big play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress.
And, guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Underwood to throw for it on 4th. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you can try to get young guys point, but now you're just...
Throws toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Out wide right, it's Henderson. Quick with the spin move. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
The Longhorns headed quickly to the line. Manning to the air again. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him.
He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown. Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Deep in the end zone, it's Stewart. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Throwing, Underwood. Under pressure. Hit as he throws. Had to force that one.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
They don't need a bunch on second down. Using his legs, it's Marshall. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running football.
They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.